So we kind of focused on the whole perfect physique that the media kind of pushes onto like the youth, mainly girls. Like every advertisement, I mean, even that video we just saw, everyone was like the stereotypical beautiful, very thin, very like no blemishes, just like the perfect body, and that's unattainable. It's impossible to look like that. If you ever think of the Dove commercial where they reconstruct the face, like it's all fake. Like you can't ever look like that. And also like there's like advertising for beauty products, you're never good enough. There's always one more thing you can do to make yourself better. The media really pushes that on you too, because like with every single like cosmetics or like dieting ways, it's just saying you're not good enough. You can be better, so use this product to get better. We also argue that it really pushes forth stereotypes. Like everything's very heterosexual and like very rigid gender roles. There's not many like there's not a lot in the media that you see like a more feminine man or a more masculine woman.
Time's up.
Okay.
Okay. We focused on the positive aspects of sexuality being something that's healthy. So we talked about how a lot of the media students will be looking to celebrities and how with Photoshop nowadays there's like a backlash from that. We also talked about how sexuality is changing. So like Ellen DeGeneres especially is becoming like a really big figurehead, and she's opening up venues for people to become aware of sexuality in a whole new way. We also talked about music and how a lot of songs now are telling you to be yourself and be faithful, and talking about like true love, not just going out and like having a good time and one night stands and that kind of stuff. When it comes to reading material, we talked about magazines like that Sex Etc. magazine, where it's really portraying the facts in more of a healthy way. And we also talked about the Dove commercials, but in the opposite way with like the real beauty commercials, talking about like how you can be yourself and that it's okay to be you. And then Michelle also found...
Yeah, there's a Healthy Media for Youth Act that's the government's working to pass, which promotes healthy images of women in the media, and it helps kids to battle like the distorted messages they receive from like sex, beauty, and body image that they're faced with daily.
Okay. No, you guys can...
You could respond.
Like respond to what they might have said and what you guys respond.
I think that no matter how many organizations are out there, how many songs are out there that are telling people to be themselves and be faithful and all that, that one stereotype will never change, that the beautiful girl will be on the cover of the magazine. And the ideal relationship is what you see in the movie with the happy ending. I just think that the media will always portray unhealthy and dangerous sexual images that aren't realistic for anyone to reach. And even if they do reach them, I don't think that you will ever like be as happy as you think that the person you want to be like is. So people will always see that, and even if there are things out there that will make you look differently, there will always be something out there in the media that will always be dangerous to someone's sexual health.
Your response.
No.
Good.
Well, we were not saying that all media will become perfect and all media portrays or is going to portray, real life stuff. We're just saying that there can be healthy forms of media. And the fact that like there is a push now for realistic looking women, and like Katy Perry's song like Firework and Lady Gaga's song like Born This Way, like it's all like pushing just be yourself instead of being what basically the media before was telling you to be. So there is a new push, and I understand what you're saying, like it's not going to take everything into effect, but I mean over time there's no harm in it.
I think it's also important to realize that in order to make such a drastic change to a healthy model in the media, it's not going to happen overnight. So like these little steps that are starting to happen, like celebrities speaking out about not wanting to be photoshopped on the cover of a magazine, or these iconic people who like little girls are looking up to singing about being yourself, that's like definitely at least a step in the right direction.
I think that as many steps that are taken, it will never overcome someone just turning on the TV and seeing people walking down the red carpet with this perfect body, the perfect dress, and the perfect, relationship. You see it and you want it and you desire it and you'll never have it. And I think people will constantly compare themselves, no matter how many songs out there that, will maybe try to sway a person's thoughts that, I was born this way, anything, I mean, when they showed us, they actually changed the song to Tonight I'm Loving You, but that's not the original version. The original version is,
Yeah.
Tonight I'm going to sleep with you, kind of thing. So there will always be songs out there, there will always be movies, there will always be magazines, books, everything that people will just never be able to reach. And that's what I think is unhealthy.
What if we don't start somewhere to fix it? It's never
Yeah.
gonna be fixed.
There will always be something out there.
So
that,
at least there's a push to change.
Yeah, there's definitely a push to change, but I don't know if that will ever actually change.
Future's in the street.
It's true.
Does anyone have anything else you want to add?
I know we did some lesson where, sorry, second fate. Well, we're supposed to be seeing like in the media how not to like fall for it and whatever. So if we're seeing all these like beautiful people in the media and all that, we're supposed to know and look for like like these songs like "We Are Who We Are," "Born This Way." It should like stick in our mind like, oh, like we don't really have to look that way. Like we are who we are. So we should be able to like pick apart this from the media and not like fall in the trap and be like, oh, this is what I should look like. We should be teaching that like you can't be whoever it is on the cover of whatever.
So, do you think that different areas of sexuality are portrayed in healthy or unhealthy manners? Like, I mean, you have like the gender roles and the body image and the sexual behaviors and stuff like that. So I feel like what I'm getting from you guys is there's some areas of sexuality that are portrayed in a healthy way or are beginning to be portrayed in a healthy way, but then there's also those that are portrayed in a really unhealthy way and are really affecting people like you, high schoolers.
Also, do you think it's an easy answer?
No,
And why?
because like we've been saying, it might be taking a step in the right direction, but it's nowhere near there yet. Hopefully yet.
I feel like it all depends on like how keen we are at like media literacy. Like if we really understand like how to differentiate like what's good and what's bad, like some of the bad views which like are like how it's viewed as dangerous can just be viewed as comical, like, oh, that's not realistic, so I feel like it all depends on us and how like our knowledge, how much knowledge we have.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a note card. And what I want you to do on here is write a short paragraph or a few sentences on what you knew before this class and what we discussed in the debate in the music video and how that might have changed your views on sexuality in the media or how they remain the same. Basically just anything that really stuck out to you and really affected you and stuff like that.
choose a side if you don't necessarily believe in it?